The Nile flows quietly through the golden sands of northern Sudan, but long before the pyramids of Egypt pierced the sky, another civilization was already rising, powerful, ancient, proud. This is the story of Nubia, the Black Kingdom of the Nile, a civilization older than Egypt, born more than 8,000 years ago, whose glory shaped Africa and the world. Long before the name Egypt existed, people settled in the fertile banks of the Nile's southern stretch. They were herders, farmers, craftsmen, but above all, Nubians, masters of survival in the harsh desert. They founded Kerma, one of the oldest urban centers on Earth. Imagine a city of sun-baked mud brick buildings, cattle pens stretching across the plains, and sacred temples glowing in the morning sun. People dug irrigation channels, built pottery workshops, and traded gold, ebony, and ivory. Kerma wasn't just a village, it was the first great kingdom of the Nile Valley. Older than the pyramids, older than the pharaohs, older than recorded Egyptian history. By 2500 BCE, Nubia had become a superpower. Gold mines along the Nile made them wealthy. Their warriors, tall, trained, and feared, marched with bows known for incredible accuracy. Egyptian records called them the best archers in the world. But Kerma wanted more than wealth. They wanted destiny. Clashes with Egypt began, fierce, brutal, and legendary. Kerma kings raided deep into Egyptian territory. One Nubian ruler even conquered southern Egyptian towns, taking prisoners and sending a message. The Nile belongs to us, too. Egypt feared Nubia so much that the Middle Kingdom pharaohs built massive fortresses along the river, not to protect themselves from Asia, but from Nubia. At the heart of the Nubian kingdom stood its most iconic structure, the Western Defufa, a massive, mysterious mud brick temple rising 60 feet into the sky. Inside were shrines, painted walls, and sacred chambers. Ceremonies filled the air with drums, chants, and incense. Kerma was vibrant, a city of master goldsmiths, iron workers, ceramic artists whose pottery remains unmatched today, warriors whose presence commanded respect. Travelers described Nubians as tall, dark, elegant people with braided hair and intricate jewelry, draped in fine leather and gold. Their culture was refined, powerful, and proud. Centuries passed. Kerma evolved into newer kingdoms, Napata and later Meroë. Here, Nubians pioneered one of Africa's greatest innovations, iron-smelting. They became the iron factory of ancient Africa, producing weapons, tools, and trade goods. Meroë's forests burned with the heat of thousands of furnaces. The city roared with blacksmiths shaping spears, axes, and armor. Iron transformed Nubia into a military powerhouse. With it, they rose once again, stronger than ever. Around 750 BCE, the Nubian kings marched north, not as enemies, but as liberators. Egypt at the time was broken, divided by weak rulers and political chaos. The Nubian king Pia crossed the Nile with his army and united Egypt under his rule. He proclaimed, "I am a king sent by the gods to restore order." The Nubians ruled Egypt for nearly 100 years, a golden age called the 25th dynasty. They became known as the Black Pharaohs, defenders of African glory. Temples were restored. Trade flourished. Art and culture thrived. And Egypt, under Nubian leadership, became powerful and united again. When Egypt fell to new powers, Nubia retreated south, but they did not fade. In the desert sands of Meroë, they built pyramids, over 200 of them, more than Egypt itself. But Nubian pyramids were different, smaller, steeper, crowned by tall capstones, engraved with African symbols. These pyramids marked the resting places of kings, queens, and warrior princesses. Women played powerful roles in Nubia. Some ruled as queens, Kandakes, warrior queens who led armies and negotiated peace. Among them was the legendary Queen Amenorines, the woman who defeated the Roman Empire and forced them into a peace treaty. Few kingdoms on earth ever humbled Rome. Nubia did. No kingdom lasts forever. After thousands of years, wars, droughts, and shifting trade weakened Nubia. But their legacy never died. Archaeologists still uncover temples, statues, jewelry, and writings in the Meroitic script, one of the world's oldest African writing systems. Their pyramids still rise in the desert, silent witnesses to a forgotten empire. Their descendants, the Nubian people, still live along the Nile today, proud, graceful, and unbroken. For centuries, Nubia was overshadowed by Egypt. But today, historians are uncovering its forgotten truth. Africa's first great kingdom was not Egypt. It was Nubia. Older, stronger, resilient, majestic. A civilization that shaped the world, trained pharaohs, fought empires, and forged iron long before most nations even existed. This is the story of Nubia, the Black Kingdom of the Nile, the mother of civilizations. And now, its story rises again. Like, comment, and subscribe for more epic African civilization documentaries.